Well, punters, welcome to another edition of the Friday Good Form Preview. And Blake, we paid marketing quite a bit of money to come up with that name. So
it's a great name, isn't it, Codes? Looking forward to getting into it. We've dropped Jason Bonington, got the big guns in for this one. Big weekend at the Trots.
It's going to be a fantastic weekend. And one of the key meetings we're going to look at first is the Menangle meeting up in Sydney, Blake. We've got the Derby heats and also the Oaks heats up there. What do you like? What can we find one for the punters?
I think so. I'm quite keen. I know you'll have a differing opinion on this, but the first Derby heat, I spoke to Mario Adar during the week, and I think he's really confident that Don't Hold Back's a lot better than he was Victoria Derby night. He said his condition just gave out late there, but he gets to this race, I think he's super confident. He doesn't worry about Menangle. A 2400 is not a problem. And if he got that close to Lazarus when he wasn't quite 100%, what he might do in this race where he's not having to take on your series favourite in our Waikiki Beach, I think he should be winning. But you're on a different horse.
I am, but I must say the smoke signals that are coming out of the camp about Don't Hold Back do scare me a little bit, but I'm on the WA pace as sprinter. I just think it's been very impressive in what it's done so far. It's drawn barrier 2, so it's drawn to put itself where it sort of needs to be in the run. There's plenty of speed in this race, Blake. You've got Frankie Rocks, 3 ways comes out fast, and we saw how quick Zidana can get out down at Ballarat. So I just think Sprinter can get a nice spot near the pace. I think Don't Hold Back might get caught a bit wide, have to do a bit of work, and for that reason I think each way Sprinter's probably the way to go in race 1.
Very good. In the other heat, of course, the main heat, I suppose, will be the one with our Waikiki Beach race a little bit later on the program, and he's going to start a very short price favourite and very hard to see him beaten. He's a genuine superstar.
No, most definitely. That's true. The second heat of the Derby, I think we're both in agreement here, Blake, with Charles Laval, number 3, being a good price. I've been really impressed with this horse from the Kerry Ann Turner and Robbie Morris stable the whole way through. And on its recent form, I think it was about $9 into $8. I think it's great value. What about you?
Yeah, well, he's got good gate speed. I really like the way he's tracking. He's a very quick horse. The 2400, I guess, we'll see if he's good at that distance, but I think that at the price he can take a little bit of a chance and maybe back him each way. I agree.
And as you said, our Waikiki Beach in the third looks clearly the one to beat. An exacta horse, I thought maybe Shadow Runner, who's shown plenty, but very hard to see the unbeaten our Waikiki Beach getting beaten. Let's look over to some of the other races on the program, Blake. Just zipping ahead to the Oaks, a few Victorians in that race as well, in the Oaks heat.
Yeah, the second of the Oaks heat, we'll see a couple of Victorians all in your hands, drawn the pole. But the main two, I guess you'd say, would be Soho Madeline and Rock and Roll Magic. She was okay on Hunter Cup night, but I think her backers would have been expecting more at $1.20. She was rolled. Unfortunately, they have the big task of taking down Mark Purden, who has Our Dream About Me in the race. She's a short price favourite for both heat and final, and again, it's very hard to see how they're going to beat her.
Well, when you've won 10 on the trot and it's 10 out of 10 for that horse, it's a bit like our Waikiki Beach, who's won 14 out of 14. It's going to be a big night, you would suspect, for Mark Purden. I quite like Soho Madeline for the place, maybe as the exacta horse. I thought its last run was huge, covered lots of ground on that last lap, and her sectionals were pretty good. Her times were pretty good against all the horses in that race, so maybe watch for her for the exacta. Anything else on the program at Menangle that you like, Blake?
Oh, I really like the Storm Inside as a horse. He's a very quick 2-year-old. He's in the Rod Fitzpatrick Memorial. Terrific win at Melton on debut. And then we'll see an unraced 2-year-old who has a pretty big boom on her, Eliza Dushka, for Amanda Turnbull and Nathan Jack. Trialled really well at Shepparton, and she's a short price favourite as a debutant in the Group 2 Pink Bonnet.
Definitely. John Newbury's got one in this race called She's a Sports Girl, a nice filly who's shown plenty in her 2 runs to date. But as you say, some of the word coming from the people connected with Eliza Dushku, who I believe is named after the girl who played one of the Slayers in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
There you go.
So that one got through in New Zealand, I believe, named after a character. But Eliza Dushku looks very hard to beat in race 4. Should be a cracking night up at Menangle. So good luck on the punt.